Aloha everybody and welcome back to Kyle Astrology. Today I'm going to be continuing with my sun signs for the Scorpio rising series, and this one is going to be all about what it's like having the sun in Capricorn with the Scorpio ascendant. Please go ahead, I'm just going to say if y'all can excuse my spaghetti hair. I just got out of the shower so it is a bit wet. But moving on, this is a really cool placement for Scorpio rising, a very good sun sign placement to have with it. I've said before that Scorpio and Virgo specifically have a very sister-like quality to each other, and the same really goes for Capricorn and Scorpio. They're like siblings. It's like they come from the same family. You know, there is a separation of one being earth, one being water, but typically earth and water do very well together, especially when they're forming the aspect of the sextile and not the opposition. So the thing that first comes to mind with Capricorn and Scorpio is power. These are two signs that are both very powerful without even having to try to be powerful. They both have a presence that demands respect and is very dignified, especially Capricorn, where the dignified quality goes. And even the Scorpio ascendant, I'll say that can really go for them as well. They both just have this quality that they really don't even have to say anything. They enter a room and it's like, okay, I feel you, I see you, I don't even need to say nothing, like, hello. So there's that. They both have a lot to do with power. They both have a lot to do with money. They both have a lot to do with authority. You know, and it's interesting because even though Scorpio is water, it's fixed water, it does have a frozen-like quality. Capricorn is very known for, you know, kind of being like, having this wet blanket effect with reality. You know, they really deal with the real practical things that we have to deal with in the world, while very concerned with public image and the public persona. And Scorpio, especially the Scorpio ascendant, it's not concerned about their reputation in a way that's like, not that they give a damn what everyone thinks about them, but they still have a reputation that kind of precedes them, kind of thing, you know? So these are two signs that really just, they're dealing with so many of these things, but in different ways. They are both business savvy, Capricorn in a very practical way, and Scorpio in a very emotionally intelligent way, you know? They kind of feel the undercurrent of a business situation. They know where to invest, they know where not to invest. And because the Capricorn can get they get those stars in their eyes, you know, thinking about the money, thinking about the goal, thinking about the grind. And Scorpio is kind of able to bring the emotionality to the table, to be able to feel into and read between the lines and handle the more subtle energies of life that Capricorn misses out on a lot of the time because they're so busy spinning the straw into gold. I say that all the time on my channel, but it's just so true with Capricorn. They're always spinning the straw into gold. And Scorpio, very much like Virgo, they see the tinier details. Scorpio in a way that's much more energetic and spiritual, whereas Virgo is still seeing the details in a more practical, earthy way. Now, where these two can have some trouble is definitely being very stubborn. This is something that I spoke of as well with the Taurus Sun Scorpio rising combination and the Virgo Sun Scorpio rising combination. It's true for this one as well. Any earth sign in combination with Scorpio ascendant is going to have a inclination to be stubborn, to be very strong-willed, and to be a bit bullheaded sometimes. These are people that really are very fixated on their decisions and their choices, their mindsets, their beliefs, and there's not always a whole lot of leeway and flexibility in that, especially with that Scorpio rising being fixed. Now, Capricorn being cardinal is a little bit better with the initiative, initiating, and kind of getting things going and getting things on the roll, because Scorpio can get a bit stuck in its own way sometimes, you know, and kind of trips itself on its own footing at times, especially when certain emotions, not so much the pettier emotions, but things like greed and jealousy and some of those emotions that we all have but don't want to admit to having, that Scorpio can really get stuck in sometimes. Envy, even hate. Hate can be a really strong emotion for Scorpio, and dislike, and if they feel they've been wronged or betrayed by anyone. And Capricorn is kind of able to see past that and look at the bigger picture sometimes, and be like, okay, listen, we don't got to be friends with this person, but they are a business alliance, or they are going to help us with our goal or help us with this or that. Let's see what kind of partnership we can forge here in this business or with this person or with this friendship, whatever the situation might be. So that's one area where they're definitely able to really kind of balance each other out, and not even just balance each other out, but kind of have this reciprocation with each other, this understanding that, okay, this is where I lack, but this is where you're good at, and this is where you lack and what I'm good at, so let's combine these efforts. So again, that's why I say this is actually a very powerful combination for the sun sign and rising together, because they're enough alike that they're able to really blend well, but they're also different enough that there's a complementary type effect as well. So that is the Scorpio sun mixed with, no, the Scorpio rising mixed with the Capricorn sun. Sorry, I get confused on it sometimes. And again, very cool placement. Please let me know what y'all think in the comments down below, if this is relatable for any of you or anybody that y'all know. And as usual, check out my website linked in the description below to see my work and book a chart reading with me if you are interested. And as usual, I will be back with more videos soon. Much aloha, everybody, and happy transiting.